What if something could hijack your body and turn you into a puppet? Meet the terrifying fungus that does exactly that to ants. And it's straight out of a horror movie. Deep in the tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia, there's a fungus that turns ants into zombies. It sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, but it is very real. The name of this creepy creature is Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, and it is a parasitic fungus that specifically targets carpenter ants. Once it gets inside an ant, it takes control of the ant's nervous system, turning the insect into a puppet. Here is how this terrifying process works. The story begins when a carpenter ant wanders through the forest floor and picks up tiny spores from the fungus. These spores enter the ant's body and start to grow. Over time, the fungus spreads through the ant's system, slowly taking over its mind. The ant begins to act strangely. Instead of following the usual path back to its colony, the infected ant leaves the group and starts to climb. It moves higher and higher, heading for a specific height and a leaf. Once it reaches this perfect spot, the ant clamps its jaws onto the leaf with a death grip. The fungus then kills the ant. But the horror does not stop there. After the ant dies, the fungus sprouts a long stalk right from the ant's head. This stalk releases spores that rain down on the forest floor, waiting for the next ant to walk by so the cycle can start all over again. This zombie ant behavior is not random. The fungus is very picky about where the ant dies. It makes sure the ant climbs to a height and a leaf that offers the best conditions for the fungus to reproduce. By forcing the ant to a high point, the fungus ensures the spores can spread far and wide. This is a survival strategy that has been perfected over millions of years. The fungus can wipe out entire ant colonies by repeating this cycle over and over. One ant gets infected, climbs, dies, and releases spores that infect more ants, which climb, die, and release more spores. It is a never-ending loop of nature's most gruesome puppet show. Researchers have identified over 200 species of cordyceps fungi, and each one targets specific insect hosts. Some go after ants, others target beetles or butterflies. But the most famous is still the one that turns ants into zombies. This fungus is a master of manipulation, ensuring its own survival by hijacking the bodies of its hosts. It is a reminder of how complex and sometimes terrifying the natural world can be. So next time you think about the food chain, remember the tiny fungus that turns ants into zombies. It is a real-life horror story playing out in the rainforest every single day. Nature is absolutely wild, right? If you enjoyed learning about zombie ants, smash that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing facts. Drop a comment below with the weirdest creature you'd want us to cover next.